Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I am Bessie, and this is Lisa, the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium. Welcome to Under the Paranormal Moon. We are back. We have been having crazy few weeks going on, but I think
we have a storm coming, so we simultaneously are both my laptop and Bestie's decided to do an update. Didn't ask us first, just did it.
Yeah.
So I'm Lisa, the Purple Dahlia. I'm a natural born psychic medium from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm the residential psychic for Live Paranormal page. I'm also their page manager. Bestie's my page manager, but she's also a moderator for Live Paranormal. So I say we're all over the place. We're all over the place. Tonight we're going to be on TikTok. Is it on TikTok? Did we hook that up?
No, we haven't added that in yet. I have to figure that out.
So we're on YouTube. No, we're on. Hold on. It's been a moment. Give me a second. We're on Facebook.
Live Paranormal.
Live Paranormal in the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium.
And YouTube, not
and
the
YouTube.
Purple Dahlia.
Okay, gotcha. Tanya's here. Okay.
Hi, Tanya. I'll send you the link in a little while.
We don't want to overload the system, so to speak, because apparently we're having technical difficulties like always. So tonight's Monday. It's a little weird of a vibe. I'm not gonna lie, because we beat the pants off the Habs the other night. How unusual, but that doesn't redeem them. I'm still disgruntled, so you should know that. You'll know because if this thing starts changing order behind me, or I start turning the jerseys around, you'll know. I drew my line in the sand. So we have a guest coming on tonight. As soon as listen, he had to do his update too, knowing if it was me and you, it's probably everybody. Did everybody have to do an update to come on tonight? If you're new and this is the first time watching us, put up a heart so we know and where you're watching from. Yeah, well, let's see. So the last couple of weeks I've been dealing with I got fibromyalgia, endometriosis, and rheumatoid arthritis. So I'm having like a current flare-up, so I'm miserable. Then somebody who I love very much dragged my butt out of my house to go to PA because she bought a house. I'm not saying which person, but her name's Bestie, okay? So we had to take care of that. And then, because I don't, listen, we all know that I don't go out of my state as soon as September, October hits. It snowed when I was there.
And it wasn't
little flurries, but Bestie's like, it's not snowing. Like, yeah, allow me to show you what's on your front porch. And then when I left, then she got slammed with 14 inches at her new house, which is lovely, by the way. It's absolutely lovely.
Like more than 15.
Car just came flying out. It's weird. Time to rest and take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Is that helping you, Bestie? Because I don't know, it came flying out when I was talking about you.
What was it?
It says you need time to rest and take a vacation. Meditation.
I don't got time. Because it's Christmas time, and then I got tax season starting in January.
Yeah. So I already have my tree up. I've already got the lights. I've already got Christmas decorations in my house. Get this. So are you officially a Christmas holic if you do more than one tree? Are you a Christmas holic if you get your stuff out like, let's see, October 31st, November 1st? Little much. But then can you wave around the Christmas future wand if you don't get a real tree because you don't like pine needles? It seems blasphemy to me, but I'll put it out there for all y'all to judge. All right. I don't know where Brian is, but I'm sure we're going to scare the pants off him. So he's an I'll just promo him up anyways. So he's an ethical paranormal investigator. He's got this new radio blog called East Ghost. Now, when I say he's an ethical investigator, he's like us. We didn't have a name for it because, you can't go around saying, well, we're the real deal or we're the good ones, because that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So ethical. So if we go there and we get nothing, what am I going to convey to people?
I got nothing.
Right, I got nothing. That doesn't work with all paranormal investigators. Some of them will just go with the stuff that they've heard and not do their own investigations.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Julie. Hi, Tammy.
Lady. So, and then there's like paranormal fields filled with drama. Not even my drama. I stay out of the drama because it don't pertain to me. And I'm not going to give somebody my good energy because that's not how I roll. Nor am I going to let somebody steal my work. Nor am I going to do the work for somebody else so they can take credit, because that doesn't work either. If it's a collab, it's a collab. So I'm one of the few that I say, if we're collabing, I give you just as much credit as me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just there. So he's an ethical investigator. So he gets it. He gives it. He doesn't get anything. He doesn't give you anything.
Thank you, Lisa.
It's a gorgeous house, Lisa. It's a gorgeous house.
What?
He wants to date to her housewarming. Oh, you funny girl. You funny. You want to go there
now? But so where is he from?
Dude, I've been chatting with him for a while, and I never remember anything. You know me, I can't remember squat.
Of course. Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, phone want to act up now? Okay. I see how you are. What is going on? It's not letting me click on anything, honey.
Let me see if I can.
As soon as I hit profile, it goes crack-a-dack-a-doo. Okay. I know he works within the East Coast, and I know he does a lot of stuff in Pennsylvania, Gettysburg specifically. Ooh.
Let's not talk about that, Lisa.
Ooh, what? What?
Lisa Picard asked, "How's that snow?"
I don't know, but we're getting some Wednesday.
I know.
Yep. We did have snow, but it didn't stay. Like, it flurried and then it just disappeared. And the grandbaby loved seeing the new snow. She had a great time here on Thanksgiving.
Well, that's the thing. We're getting the effect, the leftovers from the lake effect snow that upstate New York and like Erie, PA has been getting. The 4 feet that Erie, PA has been getting are more. And same with Buffalo, New York, you know.
Bestie, where's the DOS house? DOSSHOUSE, the DOS house.
Let me see.
Did he not get my message? I don't know what's going on, so.
Oh, it's in Australia.
Interesting. All right, so. Reading.
Yeah, I'm over winter already.
I've been over it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny because we have the snow up here, like how we got hit. But when we went down to go get Sissy, there's no snow there
Yeah, we got,
at all.
like I said, a flurry, and Cameron goes, "Oh my God, are you guys okay?" Because they live in New Hampshire, they went back and they had over 4 inches. And that was earlier in the day, so they got nailed. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, beautiful? How's everybody doing? Happy Boxing Day. Is it still Boxing Day holiday for us, our Canadian friends?
I don't know.
Bonnie, we beat the pants off the Habs yesterday. Woo! Smoking on the 100th centennial anniversary of the hockey game that they played. It was one game out of like 30 that we've lost, but this one we won.
I'll be
It's
right
not
back.
even yet. Okay, Virginia, you keep telling yourself that. We're supposed to get, well, I'm in Massachusetts, I get the most snow out of everybody. So they said we were going to get 8 inches, but I don't think they know quite yet. See if he needs to reschedule. Okay. Oh, spirit. All right. So what's everybody else been up to? Everybody, I know, like, girl, I don't know why we're not on TikTok. You'll have to ask Bestie that, because did I do something? Or was it because we couldn't do that yet because I had the new phone? We were minus 20 Celsius the past few days. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means, Bonnie. Is that like cold? Because I don't do Celsius. I'm a Fahrenheit girl. It was 20 degrees this morning. All right, let's see. Oh, and beware of these trolls, because there's a bunch of them, and they all think that they're like super funny. By messaging and putting posts or replying to stuff that's like 2 years old. They're also trying to shut down a whole bunch of videos of which saying that it was a registered trademark. We didn't listen, we didn't do that. That's a troll messing around. And you know why the trolls are pissed is because block and ban all of them. I don't care. Are you on Facebook? I should be on Facebook. I should be on Facebook Live Paranormal, Facebook Purple Dahlia, as well as YouTube. This is legit the first time that we've gone live in a really long time, because we had to get Bestie moved and then get her unpacked, and I had to give her time to, she's still not sleeping.
I'm sleeping.
Oh, she goes, I'm going to sleep in. I guess set the alarm for 5. That's not sleeping in.
Listen, my internal alarm gets me up at 6 anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Never mind.
Bessie, I'm going to send you a message on this. Let me know if you got it, okay? Because I don't know what's going on. Did you just get what I sent you?
I got the link.
Then I don't know what the hell's going on.
Maybe he's not on.
And no Jess?
You haven't heard from her? I'll send it.
I sent her the link.
Jess doesn't come on either.
And Brian was active about an hour ago, but again,
why don't you try to call?
Listen, people, life happens, okay? I did try calling Jess, and I did try calling, but there's no answer. I need the one. That's why I was like, is it working? Or
congratulations, Bonnie.
Congratulations, Bonnie. Let's hear the juicy details. Happy, healthy. What does he look like?
Tanya, sending you a message. Are you still on?
All right. In the meantime, because we're on and show must go on, as they say. Everybody ground. If you haven't already grounded, we're going to ground now. We're going to do it quickly. You're the mighty oak. Your arms are your branches. Your toes are your roots, digging into Mother Earth. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. So now you're going to bubble yourself with a nice, bright, white healing light. Breathe in. Breathe out. Each time, slowing your breath. Make a bubble on top of the bubble. Covering your house, your property. Breathe in, breathe out. Make a third one. This one's going to cover your whole area. Your city, your town, whatever. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. I'm getting a weird. Is anybody experiencing fog or ectoplasm? Because it looks like fog to me, but it's got a hint of ectoplasm. I just got that in my third eye. It's really weird.
Bonnie's grandson, Osiris Jeter, who's 7 pounds, 11 ounces, 20 inches. Awesome.
Ooh, what a nice, healthy weight. That's awesome.
And Bonnie chatted with Rob last night.
Oh, I didn't know he was on.
Yes, Lisa.
Dude, I had to get a new phone on Halloween, so I'm still adjusting. Like you're not taking lots of pictures of grandbaby. Dude, I'm learning, and it's a brand new phone, and it's taken me a long time to learn. You can ask Bestie, because the whole time I'm with him, like, I don't know what's going on. Just like, you got to hit that. Like, I'm not familiar with this one. And we didn't plan it this way, but apparently we both have the same phone, and we both have the same phone cover.
We do.
Ooh. He wasn't on long? Okay. Yeah, I got to get that purple machine. I got to make more money first. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it is what it is. Let's do some questions here, Bestie. Anybody got a particular area you want me to look into? We can answer any questions about the paranormal, investigating, etc.
Bonnie, I just sent you the link as well for you to join. Hi,
Shelby. I don't know why. We got to fix the thing with the. We got to fix the thing with the TikTok. Hello, Tanya. Oh, Tanya. Somebody in spirit just said Tanya.
Ooh, I'm popular today.
Oh my God, that song in my head. It's gonna be popular. I had no idea what the song was from either. Now I can't. I see it all the time.
She got Christmas stuff. Ha! See, told you.
I got Christmas stuff everywhere.
Me too.
See,
Again,
nothing wrong with it.
Can you try to be Miss Christmas or Mrs. Christmas if you don't use a real tree because you don't like pine needles?
Yeah, because I have my fake tree up this year.
So booyah.
Yeah. So it's all right. You can still be Christmas.
I'm just saying. Listen, I got my tree yesterday. I've had my wreaths up since Thanksgiving evening.
Listen.
Yeah.
I cannot stand pine needles all over my house. Number one. Number two, I love the smell of pine. I'll just use my Scentsy stuff for that.
It's called the right. You can put it by the one where the fireplace is, because that one you can just sweep all the needles right out the door. Mine comes in through the deck, goes out through the deck.
And like I said, I'll use my Scentsy for this.
Hello, Trina. It says my youngest granddaughter, Anna, just turned 2 the 18th. Oh, I swear she acts exactly like my son. I see him in her. Still wish I could dream of him. Oh,
yeah, we know it's from Wicked.
It's gonna listen. When I got the thing, I could tell you exactly who sings it. And then Bestie looks at me and I go, "Yeah, I have no idea what this pertains to." And she couldn't take it. And then, like, what was it? Like a day later, then it came. There was a reason for it. But now I just keep hearing it. Like, I keep hearing the phrase, "Oh, you're going to be popular." I'm like, okay.
You hear it in Kristen Chenoweth's voice,
right? Also, if you put the tree in sugar water, you lose less needles. Well, we get a fresh cut tree, so ours don't really lose many needles. And it's okay if it does, because we just sweep them out, throw them outside.
I know. I have rugs in my house, except my dining room and kitchen.
So what, you think it's different when pine needles fall on the floor than a rug? Because, I mean, that's what the vacuum does. Unless you have cats that are Maine Coon cats and their tails become instant mops.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie's wearing Christmas pajamas. Bonnie's wearing Christmas pajamas, so booyah.
Booyah.
Do you want me to go put my Christmas shirt on?
Sure.
Because I'll put it.
Go for it.
Don't threaten me now, because I'm already in for the whole thing.
So Bestie yelled at me the other day. She was like, you know, I put wreaths up. Thanks for getting me into the Christmas spirit early. And this was before Thanksgiving, you know.
No,
and then she was like, I was like, I gotta go get my Thanksgiving dinner. She's like, you didn't get your Thanksgiving dinner yet? I was like, no, I had priorities. And I showed her the video of all the decorations in my house. She goes, you put up Christmas decorations before going shopping for Thanksgiving dinner? Yep.
Yep.
I had my Christmas stuff up. Oh, it's been up for a couple weeks already. Well,
if I was moved into my house on November 1st, like I was supposed to do.
Shelby says that's what the tree skirt is for. She says, and she has, listen, I grew up with an artificial tree. Okay. And if you've ever heard the 12 Days of Christmas song where they're rigging up the lights, Archie Bunker had nothing on my father, okay? So I get a fresh tree.
But look at
Shelby. It's not my fault that people peel the paint off the end of the artificial tree, so I won't do an artificial tree.
Shelby says me, who has had an artificial tree for years.
Listen, some apartment buildings, they won't let you
have an artificial tree for as long as I can remember.
Right, but some apartment buildings won't let you have a fresh tree, and we've just always done a fresh tree for the kids.
Yeah,
if it comes to the point where I'm going to get an artificial tree, I want the one that pops open like a friggin' umbrella with already lights on it. Okay, yep. If I'm going to hell in a handbasket.
Yep, that's what mine does.
Let's see. So I have a Christmas tree in my living room, a Christmas tree in my family room, and then I'm going to have a Christmas tree in my dining room. I have 2 wooden nutcrackers at my front door. I got another 6-foot tall nutcracker.
Stop calling them nutcrackers because they don't.
That's what they're called.
That it's just kindling. Unless the job is done, a nutcracker. You're not going to have me cook somebody dressed in a tennis outfit and say that they're a hockey player, right? Because that wouldn't make sense. If you're not cracking nuts, you are not a nutcracker. You are.
Have you ever seen the Broadway show, The Nutcracker? Broadway play?
No, but how many times did you see it?
It ranks right
quite a few
with cats.
I didn't see that one either. I saw Phantom of the Opera. Oh, I saw Blue's Clues on stage. You're all jealous, I know. Back in the day.
Oh my God!
I've seen the Phantom of the Opera. I've seen the Phantom of the Opera.
How about Teletubbies? Got you beat.
Oh, and we saw the Scooby-Doo one.
Wiggles.
Okay, so let's saw what movie? The Nutcracker?
I saw the ballet like 4 times.
Exactly, the ballet. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's where the Nutcracker comes from.
Baryshnikov? No, I know where the Nutcracker comes from, honey. But it's not a nutcracker unless it's cracking a nut.
Well, that's they don't come crack the nuts in the movie.
How big he is. If he's not cracking any nuts, he's not a nutcracker. He's just standing there.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy. You don't even want pioneers hitting your rug. That's not good.
So anyway, off the subject because it's gonna get heated. You leave my nutcracker one that plays music and
You
lights
can't
up.
take her win over the fact that I have my stuff up early this year without having to be whipped into conditioning. Like, get it out, whatever.
This is a miniature version of the 6 feet.
Can you put a nut in its mouth and will it crack the nut? Can you put a walnut, a pecan, something in the dude's mouth so he can crack a nut? No. Then that's not a nutcracker. That is a doll.
You go tell the people who came up with the ballet, the Nutcracker, that.
That would be called a statue.
Listen, I'm more
Ronnie,
than
let's not get into this.
discuss ballet with Marishnika. I am. I thought he was fabulous in it.
I am not doing Christmas until next week.
Okay. Listen, she's in Canada. It's not the same day.
Just because my house is torn apart right now. We're remodeling.
Ay.
Yeah, fun. Not.
Put Hub's head inside its mouth.
Don't
There.
say that. Don't say.
Okay.
Anyways,
Hold on, I'll put it up on the screen
Slap
so people
knucker.
can read.
listen,
Slapknocker.
for you people that have the ability to record, you might want to record this because I have a feeling Facebook's going to put a stomp on it, or the trolls will. I don't want to hear how we're important to them because they let the trolls keep playing and they sabotage us, and we have no idea why. Over something that was done like 3 years ago, and yet we're the fools that go through it, watch it, and we don't find any infractions.
There you go. So what's new, peeps? So
Nothing.
beside your house, beside your new house.
Got my
Congratulations, by the
EMT,
way.
got my EMT certification. Well,
Congratulations.
NREMT, where I can work anywhere in the States now.
Congratulations. I knew
Thank
you
you.
could do it, and I knew you would do it.
Yeah, but like if I didn't pass this time, I was not going back for the refresher course.
Ah,
Do you know what my tutor just said to me tonight? Because I was video chatting, like Tracy went to his house, video chatted me. He's like, so when you taking the paramedic course? I'm like, I'm not going back to school. I'm like, nope, not doing this again.
Chris, if my daughter can do it, so can you.
That's another 1,500 hours of course.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Hold on. Your daughter don't live with you. She's adulted.
No,
What else you got on your plate?
she's going for nursing.
Tax school, tax season. That's on my plate. And unpacking.
Unpacking? But you got all your Christmas stuff up.
Yeah, but I still got to put my office together. And then I got to go through the boxes that were in my storage to get rid of stuff. And then maybe have a yard
What you
sale.
all aren't hearing is that she's got 5 bedrooms. One of them belongs to me. And I haven't heard anything like, oh, well, we got to make sure the bestie's place is ready. So that way, if she decides to run away from home,
She
it's
ain't never
place
gonna
to
run
run
away
to.
from home. She ain't never going to run away from home.
You don't know that.
That's what
Never
I'm saying.
say
Bonnie.
never.
That's right.
Never say never. Because
We could get a heat wave and I might decide that I want to wear flip-flops. You don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, we're hitting a heat wave here. We're +4 Celsius.
We're 23 degrees.
I don't know what that is
Fahrenheit.
in Fahrenheit. So
Google it.
I'm Googling it. What did you say it was?
+4.
4.
4.
It was minus
degrees.
20 Celsius. Now she's up to 4 Celsius.
Oh,
Yeah.
39 degrees Fahrenheit.
It was 20.
Okay, now
Morning.
do -20.
We got you beat right now.
Do -20.
Bestie, we're not winning if it's colder here. Okay, we're not winning.
Oh, it's -4 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's not winning. If it's
But then
colder
you got-
here, that's not winning.
Yeah. Then you got the wind on top of that and the snow
Yeah.
on top of that.
Yep.
Bonnie, I love you, but I'm not coming to visit you.
Not in the winter. You don't
So
wanna come in the
anyway,
winter.
all right, guys. let's get into the
So I'm
readings
thinking the
portion.
Northern Lights might be a nice summer trip.
Oh, they're beautiful. I have seen such beautiful colors. There's blues, there's reds, there's
I will give
pinks.
credit where credit is due. I think God did a hell of a job creating the colors and the natural artistry that he did via gardens, animals. I mean, if you take a moment and just check out your environment, you'll see that there's little pops of color that cannot be redone. Like there's only one prince. There is only one master of the color system.
Yep.
Because I could never make those color combinations and be like, oh yeah, that's gonna work.
That's like our sky tonight was like the sun was going down. It was kind of black with the clouds, but there was red, beautiful red, almost like ribbons going through it. It's pretty cool.
Pretty. Yeah, every time they say that there's a full moon and I go out to take a picture, it rains. Every time that there's aurora borealis and we can see it, trees are in the way or there's a cloud. So yeah,
the only reason we're
get
having major solar flares, major. Yeah. That's why the Northern Lights are so bright and brilliant. Like they've just been beautiful.
Has anyone else had increased activity, paranormal and otherwise, with creatures and stuff in your yards?
No. And what was it?
Not creatures in my yards. No. Not, well, Joe has, but I haven't.
Is she on delay?
Oh, I have. Is who on delay?
I don't know. It sounded like Bestie, did you mute yourself?
I did mute myself.
Oops.
I just realized.
Do you have potty mouth tonight?
Huh?
Do you have potty mouth tonight? That's usually my job.
No.
She'll think it, but I'll say it. There's a difference. She's thinking it, and I'm going, I'm going to say it.
There you go.
So, Tanya, what's been going on with you? And why don't you bring up that question that you asked me the other day?
You know why.
No, why don't you bring it? No, bring it. We're going to bring it into discussion. Ask the question, and we'll see what we get, because there's a lot of us here. So,
right. Well, I was wondering if there was such thing as soul sharing.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody that's passed has the ability to share part of their soul with somebody here.
Kind of like possession, but in a good way, right?
Yep.
I guess so. Or maybe like partial reincarnation.
That's the only term I could give it. So
yeah. Old souls, new souls.
Well,
they're a part of the
I always
realm.
say that it's plausible, because knowing spirit, because every time I say, well, I've seen it all, I've heard it all, then they go, oh, we're gonna raise the bar again. No, I'm good.
Right. Well, because somebody that I'm remember how I always said I was like, nope, not dating, nope, right? Well, it's not the case anymore. But
listen, your deceased husband has decided that he wanted to handpick him, and I advised against that.
You said that years ago.
Just like I've said, no more babies, because this guy likes to tamper. Oh my God. He wouldn't have 8,000 grandbabies on this earth. The problem is, if he ain't throwing down the $100 bills to go with them.
Right.
Like I said, it's a little creepy that he wants to. And then when she hit me with this, I'm like, anything's plausible. And I see. Here's the thing. Yeah. You said that there's no more babies. I know you said that, and I know you got a new grandbaby as well. But
yeah. Oh, I know. There's a girl coming in.
Okay.
There's a girl coming in.
Listen. So as long as you know, you can't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, I know. There's a girl coming in. It's either going to be Irish twins with my son, or it's going to be my oldest daughter, I think.
I think it's going to be an Irish twin situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. The baby was just born, a week ago now. So
Spirit just commented on the ghost box. It just said, "Yo, oh, it's that one."
eh,
Hi,
Right?
Lisa.
yeah,
Trina says, "I think my youngest granddaughter has part of Kenny in her. She acts like yeah, she does."
yeah. See, and
And,
I
and that
thought,
that's done to ease your pain as well, Trina. That's done to ease your pain.
yeah, and I thought I'm thinking anyway that yeah, that's why I was asking about soul sharing, because there's a lot of commonalities. There's a lot of things.
Coincidences.
There, yeah,
A little too quinky dinky. Yeah.
yes.
But I
So
told you before, you can't plan on a relationship, because if you try to force a situation that isn't naturally meant to be, it's not going to happen. And the
Yeah.
best way I can describe it is Bestie used to be a follower, and I kept saying, "No, we're going to be working together." And then, yeah, I just that was pure spirit that got me out of that situation and brought me to her.
yeah, well, this one definitely wasn't forced. It was just kind of coincidental. I mean, I almost didn't. I don't know. I didn't talk. I don't
You
know how
were
to
fighting
explain
it.
it, but yeah, and
If it's meant to be, it will be.
yeah,
Tanya wasn't fighting it. She closed the door, deadbolted it, put up a few more roadblocks, then decided to, dig a little moat around her place. She was like, "Yep."
Yeah, but if it's meant to be, it's going to be.
I
It's
know.
Yeah.
going
No
to
matter what
happen.
she was going to do, it was going to happen anyways. But I mean,
Yep.
there's no
If you're going to
point.
meet, Mr. Right, then that Mr. Right's going to come along when
Let's
it's
take a minute.
right.
well,
But
and
also,
Lisa,
you don't ever find Mr. Right till you find all the Mr. Right now wasn't right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you got to figure out what's wrong before you can figure out what's right.
Hey
Well,
guys, let's
yeah.
just take a break for a minute. Oh, Kimmy, I miss you too.
Hi, Kimmy.
Just for people who are popping on,
How's work
um,
going, Kimmy?
you have Bestie, Lisa, the Purple Dahlia, not your average medium. You got Bonnie and Tanya. We all have abilities in some shape or form. If you have any questions, you can put in the comments one specific questions, and we will try to answer them.
Please not politics, and please not religion, because in my eyes, no one religion's better than the other.
Or medical.
Right, or medical. Because political, legal, medical, we can't handle those. We're not doctors and lawyers. Although I can tell you, when will I hear from I might be able to tell you that, but yeah. And this is only a small snippet of what I can do. So if you guys want to book a reading, by all means, book that reading. I overwhelm, I don't underdeliver.
Marlena says, I keep hearing a guy's voice as I'm listening to you all.
Really? Coming from one of us, or you're hearing it like in your ear, hearing it like it sounds like somebody's there with you? I have the ghost box on, but it's on low, and
Obviously,
it's not being very active.
Somebody's trying to come through. Younger male.
I'm getting like mid-20s, like 24, 25.
That's a younger male. So tall. Slender.
Did this male like to drink a lot of beer? If anybody can take this, because I feel like and it's a specific type of beer. It's like it's not like, yeah, it's like the PB, whatever, like, you know what I mean? One of those, it's a fancy beer. It's not the regular kind. It's not like the kind where the mountains are blue. It's a fancy beer.
It's got a gross taste to it.
Yeah, it's like it's strong. It's definitely not something for me. It's strong. Like if I'm gonna drink something strong, it's gonna, have something with Jose with it,
Yeah, I can taste it.
I have one. Am I ever going to dream from?
Without going into specifics, is everything going to be okay? It's going to take a bit.
Without going into specifics. Oh, so you're going to call me later, right, Kimmy? Because you know I'll go into specifics. Has my mother safely crossed over into spirit? Yes. That's a yes, Lisa. Why are you questioning that she didn't? Oh, you're not out of this yet, Tanya. You're going to start using some of your abilities. We're going to stretch those muscles.
When,
Oh, well,
sorry, when did your mom pass away?
Kimmy had asked if, without getting into specifics, if everything was going to be okay. And it's all positive. There's some sort of journey coming.
It's going to take, it's going to take a bit.
Yeah.
Kathy Newman, Budweiser. My dad's initials were PB. I don't think it's Budweiser. It's a very strong flavored beer, but no, Pabst Blue Ribbon's a discount beer. There's a different taste. Now we'll go into the later section. This would be something you might add to chili or
a specialty beer.
Beef stew. Like it's
gotta
beer.
Be,
like you can smell it, get smacked.
Guinness.
It's got to be Guinness.
That's what Marlena said. Only beer I knew that anyone drank was Guinness.
Yeah.
It's one of those PBR things, and I don't even know what the PBR stands for because I think of peanut butter and jelly when I hear that.
PBR is Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's what it is. That's what it stands for.
This feels like it came from a microbrewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got an old taste to it.
Yeah, it's darker in color. It's not stout because stout's the stuff.
It's got to be Guinness. It's got to be Guinness.
Well, Guinness is a stout because it's got the dark color. This here would be like an amber bronze color, like a copper. Lisa, can you ask Rita to come spend some time with me? She means, oh, honey, you can have. Of course, my mother should go visit you. That's what I was just gonna say. Yep, I was just gonna say that. Yep. Mom, did you hear that? Kimmy misses you. She misses you. See, she misses you. You should really go spend some time with Kimmy because she needs you more than anybody right now. Isn't that what I was just gonna say?
Is Kimmy looking at a potential move?
I don't know. I know that Kimmy just relocated her job fully into Rhode Island. So
okay, then that's what this move and journey is. It all looks good. It looks stability, growth, whatever she's asking about. It's all headed in a positive place. It's just,
I feel that.
But
and
she
Kimmy,
had
you
to
don't
make
ever have to ask my permission to have my mother come to see you. You can just call her yourself and be like, Rita, I need you.
Yeah, she had to make this move in order to find some sort of balance.
Yeah.
Hi, Tracy.
Trina says my son drank a weird beer when he smoked cigar. It is definitely a amber. It's like
a
this
golden
color.
amber color.
It's like this color.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there was no medicine in it. I bought it to keep some smudge in there.
So, Lisa, not you, Lisa. When did your mom pass?
Lisa, she's referring to you. You asked about your mom. Lisa, right. What's VB beer? My mom loves VB beer. A year and a half ago, she said. You know what? It does have a Heineken kind of.
She was in transit for a while.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, Bonnie, you can't rush that process. So for some people, it's like that. And for Zen, listen, I know when I cross over, don't look for me to adjust right away, people, because I don't do well under pressure.
But yeah, no, she sat in limbo for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah,
she
she's there.
She just wasn't motivated to. She's there now, but I just don't know why you would think that she wouldn't be okay there.
Yeah, she's
and
there.
There's something
and she's happy.
about What is
She's
the holiday dish? Because I'm being shown it looks like I used to have them too. It's the stoneware that you put in the oven. It's some sort of casserole dish, and she's got cookie dough chilling in the fridge. So whatever that is, that's what she's giving me right now.
I see a white, almost like a corral bowl with blue flowers.
Yeah, but what's the other one called? The Temptations. It's like Temptations pottery. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the corral. It's just the older ones, and those things are worth a fortune right now. I'm just saying.
She's there
I love
for
all
you,
the
though,
little
Lisa.
pastel ones. Like they're all like the candy mint colors. You know what I mean? I think those are darling.
Your
I used
mom
to have
says
my mother's
she's
first corral.
your mom says she's here for you. Anytime you want to talk to her, talk to her.
Kimmy says you're the first person I'm going to see when I pass. Okay.
Who?
Why are we going somewhere? Like, is there something you want to share with me now? Pyrex. Yep, Pyrex was a good one
Pyrex,
too.
yes. They're old though. That's old.
Tanya,
Those things are
please
dangerous.
check messages, not Facebook Messenger, according to Joe.
Oh, I was gonna swap over to see what he said, but I'm afraid if I do that it's gonna like disconnect from StreamYard. That's the only reason.
You can always click on the link to get back in here, girl.
Yeah. No, he just
Kimmy
Just
says,
that-
Jenna, Kenny will visit you soon. He said he doesn't think you're ready yet. I know. And listen, it's not the best way I can explain this is that the harder and the more you want something, it's almost like the further we push it away. And then if you're working on something, just as you get down to that last mile, it seems like it's absolutely unobtainable. But that's the journey. It's not the destination, guys. It's the journey that you get something from.
Yep.
And I know that sucks as an answer, so I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
So what about who's Kimmy going to see when she passes?
She said
Whoa,
she's coming
you
to
ever
see
loud
first when
woman.
she passes.
Passes what?
Not gas.
Listen. Sorry.
I don't want to say because listen, I'm not confused on what we're allowed to say on what social media, so I'm just going to put it nicely. Because I can't say the grateful unalive doesn't make sense, but yet if you say the grateful with the proper name of the band, then you get a sanction. Like this is ridiculous.
Right. Sissy's unpacking her stuff, and she thought she heard glass that was broken in one of the boxes, so she started freaking out. So I had to calm her down. She's okay. It was only one glass.
Okay. It's just
and I got myself a snack. Sorry, ladies. My sugar's low.
That's okay.
So, Joe, just ask whatever you're going to ask because I might get disconnected. I know he's on the feed, so.
Pass over that rainbow she's looking at. Yeah, I asked him to all the time. I just want to know he's watching. Honey, the only thing that he has is that he's sorry that you're so upset. And he's sorry how he left. And listen, I still strongly feel that they haven't gotten everybody yet. And you and I both know what I'm talking about. But he wants you to be extra cautious, Mama, okay? But he had a hand in the grandbaby because it's to ease your pain. Now, I didn't say it was going to take away your pain. It's not going to numb it. It's not going to, but it's going to be a nice, gentle reminder of all the good things. So anything, if I was in an accident and then you get the money from the insurance, if my kids were in the car, then I get them something so they don't remember the car accident and the pain in the emergency room and whatever. They only remember that reward gift that I got them. Because out of something bad, something good must happen. Mm-hmm. And that's because I refuse to give a bad situation my good energy when by moving forward or staying positive, it almost wills it into action, wills something better to happen.
Yeah. You have to
Trust
look
me,
for the
I
positive.
can't stand Halloween because that was the night that my son's life was almost taken from him from a drunk driver. So, yeah.
Yeah, you have to look for the positives in life.
It's not that your mental state is messed up. I'm not going to look into it because it's not that your mental state is no. See, the thing
No,
is
it's
that
not-
when we
it's
say
not
you
gonna
get
bring-
closure, you don't ever really get closure. What you get is you get more accustomed and used to the situation. And it's crazy what you can get used to, right? So
Okay,
if we're used
okay.
to people always saying bad things about us, we don't know how to take a compliment. And how terrible, right? We
Lisa,
should be able to take a compliment.
you know my story with my son. You know that. And yes, it's 24 years, and it's a pain that never goes away. It dulls, but you kind of go,
It's a hole that no matter how much you put in it, it will never be filled.
no, it's not even that. It's a heartache that's always going to be there. It's a memory that will forever be with you. But
Tanya, Joe said
when,
Jeff answered it. Go ahead. I'm still listening.
but when that little person comes into the world and you get to hold that little person and you get to love that little person helps fill that hole. Because as they say, when one species dies, another species is born.
Right. Same way they
Right.
say new house, new baby.
Yep. So yes, your babies are okay. They're awesome. They're
Like
doing just fine.
and I think because I have two sons, so I think back and all the shenanigans or dicey stuff life has thrown at them and stuff, and it's only with the youngest that I because too many times, like he hadn't even taken swimming classes yet. He's at the bottom of the pool. I didn't even. Everybody was like, "You just walked as if you were walking on water." I'm like,
Yep.
I wasn't focused on anything else. I was focused on him.
Yep. And that's
So
what you
when
do.
you got in the
You focus
hockey
all your
accident
pain,
and almost
all
died.
your energy on
I'm
that
just focused on him.
soul.
Car
But-
accident, focused on him. So I saw my car, then I wanted to kill the person that did it. So it's okay.
But
It's okay.
then
That
again,
guy's gonna get his because he's a repeat
Yep.
offender. So he'll get his.
like when we lost our son, it was a few years later. My granddaughter came into my life, and that was the most precious thing that could ever have happened. She filled a huge void that was there. The more time you get to spend with them, the better it is. You just got to learn to take one day at a time, one step, one breath at a time. Forgive yourself because you had nothing to do with it. It's not your fault that they're gone. So
But sometimes, Bonnie, isn't it true? Like your numbers up. So even if you prevent, this is why we can't do anything
when
about
the
free
good
will.
Lord
This
says,
is why we
when the
can't tell
good
you.
Lord decides it's your time,
Right.
you
So
go.
when people ask, well, how am I going to pass? I can't tell you because it's free will. And if I interfere with it, they'll just find another way if your time's up. So
You know what?
could
If it's my
say
time,
you
if
were
I walk
supposed to
out the door, I can get hit by a
Right.
truck. That's it. Done.
say I was supposed to fall asleep and not wake up, right? Now I'm going to stay awake, right? So
Yeah.
then I go outside to go say hi to Bonnie, and then a bus hits me. I think I rather would have passed going to sleep. Like,
Right?
you know.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
But yes, Jessica, your babies are okay.
Jessica, I think you need to wait 6 months. And then I feel like you're gonna listen. If you don't
You're gonna
want
get
any kids
pregnant.
right now, yeah, I was just gonna say you're gonna get
You're
more
gonna get
than
pregnant.
you bargained for. And when
Yeah.
I mean that, I mean it's like a shoe sale, buy one, get one. But I have a feeling it's not two. I have a feeling it's a different number, and I don't want to go there because I'm sure somebody wants to shoot me in the foot right now.
but the more she pushes, the less likely it is.
Yep.
Right.
You need to relax.
Gotta relax, and those babies are coming back, but those babies are with with a grandmother.
It's a grandma.
Yeah,
Or an aunt.
they're with
grandma.
they're with an older woman, like a grandmother
So
type.
I'm seeing a Victorian like a well, we call them strollers now, but remember the
The Brams.
yeah, you push them. It was
Yeah,
a
the
significant thing, right? I
Yeah.
see a Victorian version of that with the babies in there, and with the little pewter rattles with the little ribbon tied on the end. You know, the little ones the real ones, not the ones that they make now that can crunch. These ones here were solid. It's almost like a pewter or a silver baby rattle in each hand, and that they're fine. But I'm also being told that you needed to go through this in order to figure out what the issue is. So I want you to wait 6 months. But listen, I'm just saying, Lisa's a lovely name to name one of your babies. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I didn't see any girls. I saw boys. I saw 2 boys.
Listen, she's not just getting one.
Oh no, she's not. But but there's 2 boys.
I'm just saying, you're gonna have bookends, and then you're gonna have an odd girl out. And I'm just saying, Lisa's a lovely name.
There's 2 boys coming. There's 2 boys.
That's like when she was having the baby. We had to do a gender reveal, and people like, well, what does your mother think? I'm like, oh, it's a girl. Nah, I'm gonna bet on a boy. I'm like, all right, well, you'd be betting wrong.
Who wanted to know if we knew anything from Spirit, Mom or Dad?
I'm trying to find. I was going back. Kimmy Rose says to Trent, "I'm sorry you're struggling right now. Look for the signs for comfort. Trust me, when you heal, he will come closer." Exactly. And again, it's because we want something so bad, and whatever progress you've made in the mourning process, and trust me, there's no rules or regulations for that. So if they say, "Oh, this is the stages of it," just put it in a cup and shake it like Scrabble, because that's basically how you go through the mourning process.
Grief is grief, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, any progress you made is going to be out the window, and a card just dropped for you.
Don't listen to other people and what they have to say. Don't listen to the negative about it. Always think of the positive. Always.
Even when it comes to it, your son's murder case being re-aired again on the TV, don't watch it.
No, don't.
It doesn't do anything. All it does to do is it picks the scab off and you're starting from zero again. This card's for you, Trina, because this fell out for you. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seeking out mentors and like-minded friends, which is where you are here, because this is a safe space for anybody that needs it. Anybody.
And we're here for anybody that needs it too.
Absolutely. And that's not blowing smoke. I mean, that's legit. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a message in the middle of the night and they're like, well, I hate to bother you. You weren't bothering me. I was up watching TV. I was only watching murder and crimes on TV, solving them myself. You
know what? Even if you left a message,
right,
we'll get back to you as soon as we see that message. None of you are ever truly alone.
And Kimmy's not lying. Like when I say that how I met Bestie in person is a funny story, how I met Kimmy in person is a funny story, I'm not playing. I went to a Narcan class because knowledge is power. Just putting it out there. And too many people, friends of my sons, were having issues, and I just felt better. Like, you know how, like, when you want to learn CPR because you're afraid of your grandbaby choking, whatever. I had kids of my own. I took the CPR. This was just another add-on. Yeah. And then she kept doing this, scratching her leg. And I'm like, oh, there's a cat there. And then I'm like, oh. And then she looks right at me and she goes, you see him? And I'm like, nope. You see him? I go, yeah. Yeah. Thinking, no, this is not going to go over well.
Okay. Anybody feel anything for Kathy?
For who?
Kathy Newman. Any messages for me from Spirit, Mom or Dad?
Let's see. I gotta go back. Kathy.
It's up on the screen, Bestie.
Yeah, it's up on the screen.
Oh, I thought that was something else. Okay. So did mom and dad used to do like the big Christmas Eve soiree, like the whole thing, shabuda, like homemade eggnog, meatballs, they would like the whole 9
gathering.
yards? Because I feel like it's going to be a replay, or it's going to feel like deja vu.
If it hasn't already.
Right. Because I don't know how. And there's something significant with like this punch bowl or whatever. So I don't know if it comes up in a conversation. Somebody who might have had one of the cups and brought it home and is now returning it to you, even though you might not have it anymore. But there's something significant with the punch bowl and the punch
She
cup.
says, of course, about the big Christmas Eve.
I'm seeing a big old, it almost looks pewter. It's a bowl, like a
punch bowl.
Ovals. No, it's an oval shaped, and it's pewter, and it's like a stand.
It's like the kind that you see like at the fancy hotels. Like it's it's a thing.
It's very, very old. It's old. It's like an antique. But I can see it just like I'm sitting here. It's silver. It's got legs. It's got engraving all the way around it.
Yeah.
And it's in an oval shape. It's got a lid to it that's got like a fancy handle.
The spirit box keeps repeating this word, and that hasn't happened. Seasoned. So
Kimmy got keep it going for Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting, Tanya?
I didn't get anything about holidays. I got stuff about relationships, so I'm wondering if she's thrown it out into the ether about, a relationship ending and one starting, kind of in that middle point of, marriage, some sort of relationship that ended, that's kind of caused her some, little bit of sorrow, maybe some illness, and now we're getting to this.
Virginia said a tureen. Is that the right term for it?
Isn't a tureen for soup?
Yeah, but they also used it. Listen, I've only seen them when I was younger. I haven't seen them in a decade or two. So
there's been casseroles made in it. There's some people
use serving dish used to hold and serve liquids
than a gravy bowl,
like soup, stews, sauces, and gravies.
Right.
It's a deep oval bowl with a lid, but also can be round, rectangular, or shaped like animals or birds.
It's about yay big. And it's, like I said, it's pewter. It's got a pewter. Could
it have been used to put ice in it and then put drinks inside of it?
No, it's not that deep.
The thing that they put the champagne in, whatever the bucket. I don't know what it's called.
No, it's only about that deep. But it's got handles, 2 handles. It's like a serving tray, but it's a bowl. It's got all really cool engraving all the way around it. And if you don't have it, somebody in the family does.
There's something significant about who stamped it. So it's either a numbered item or it's a signed item.
It's a collector's is what it is.
Right.
Kathy said, LOL, right on about keeping the family traditions going. Tureen.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last time they're showing me that this would have been seen, it was on a oak, like a tiger oak buffet. Mm-hmm. Good luck with that one, because I know what oak is. I think tiger oak. I think maybe that's the pattern of the wood.
Hopefully
all right, Cheryl LaCava says my aunt passed away about 3 weeks ago. Anything from her? It's gonna be too soon. I mean, we could try, but it's going to be really too
I got soon. Virginia up. Virginia was next.
My husband dreamt of his mom, and she was trying to tell him something. Do you know what it was?
No, you know what? Ask him. Tell him before he
Are
goes
you,
to
didn't
sleep.
he ask her?
Repeat it 3 times. What it is that he wants to ask her, and she'll give him the answer.
I don't mean to laugh, but isn't it like a man that wouldn't, the one time that they don't question something, you didn't bother to ask her what she wanted?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. But if he writes it down and then verbally 3 times before he goes to sleep, verbally puts it out there, she'll answer him.
Trina says, can you pass before your actual time is up? Because I feel like his time wasn't up yet because he had premonitions and he always said that he would pass at 32, which it is this year, but he was only 27. Yeah, somebody intentionally took his life.
Yeah.
Which I think is the worst situation in the world because they're still alive and then they go, oh, well, I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't
psych,
bring them back, though.
you're not alive anymore. Psych. Guess what?
Yeah, like and so what? I get them back now because you decided you're sorry now. And again, this is just my opinion, which I wouldn't force on anybody. But if you're gonna take somebody's life, and then it's gonna take you how long to apologize? There are people that haven't even been accountable yet for this, and for those of you that don't know, it was on TV. It was on one of the ID network. There's a lot more involved in this.
When my son was taken from us, we never got any apologies. Nothing. And you probably never will. But you know what? You know the truth. You know you. The forgiveness that you need comes from you, not anybody else.
You have to forgive yourself for blaming yourself, but you don't have to. And when I say to people, like, you need to forgive them, forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You don't have to go up to that person and forgive them.
No.
And if you do, you're a much bigger person than I am.
I'll never
because
forgive.
I don't know if I think I'd be wearing orange.
So Kathy says it's pewter with an amethyst handle, an antique that my grandmother owned.
Yep. Yeah. That's it.
Yep.
Madison Kenny, anything for me from friends, my parents, anyone.
Is there a specific question that you wanted to ask, Madison? Because usually that will help bring it forward.
Pinpoint that soul.
Because I mean, there's one thing about being generic, which is okay, but that's a lot of energy to have to put like anybody. Because I can do that and get 30 people that you might not even know. Where if you ask a specific area or something specific, I can usually get one of them to come forward.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
The aunt question. I think the aunt is just letting him know that she's okay and he needs to stop worrying about all of it. Stop worrying about it.
What question?
It's fine. Everything's fine. When I think it was Madison
passed 3 weeks ago.
No, it wasn't Madison. It was Cheryl LaCava.
Cheryl. Okay, I'm getting names mixed up because
okay,
whatever. Because I'm old.
No, listen. It's a lie. It's coming all in.
Listen, I can't remember anything while I'm connected with spirits. So my usual word bank, I can't do it. The second I disconnect, then I get all my stuff back. Well, so it's not necessarily you. It's just how we shut down everything else when we focus, and it just comes with repent.
Well, spirit is coming through you.
Madison said, "My friend Kaysen." Oh, that's a lovely name. I like that name, Kaysen. Okay.
We love you too, Kimmy.
Exactly, Trina. Trina says, I can't forgive them. I gave it up to God. And you know what? That's a good place to put it.
Yep.
I'll give it to Mother Ocean so that she can take that negative energy and turn it into positive and disperse it into the middle of the ocean. She's good at that.
Give it to Mother Earth and let her deal with it.
Pat Carr says, hello, friends. My dog jumps off my bed in the night and barks ferociously. This has happened many times. That's because there's a spirit in your room.
Yep.
It's an older man, and I don't think he really loves dogs like we love dogs.
He goes, dee,
There's-
dee, 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 dee.
No, what is that? I was gonna go there. I was just gonna say he's just not very happy with dogs.
Yeah, he sits there and goes like this to
Yeah.
the dog. Dee, dee,
Listen,
dee,
I
dee.
have this theory. You don't like my dogs, I don't like you.
Right?
Because my dogs are with me morning, noon, and night. So yeah.
My friend
I'm
Casey.
headed to bed. Love you guys. Miss you, Kimmy. Kimmy, shoot me a message at like maybe we'll like hook up this weekend.
Love
Yes,
you too,
she's got
Kimmy.
gifts for you.
Listen, that's how I was going to blackmail. Like, well, I might have a few things for you.
She needs these.
Girl,
You're
you like
mailing them to me, right?
just because you get stuff now does not mean that's Christmas present. But I bought it today, so you can have it. No, patience, grasshopper.
It wasn't Christmas gifts, you do.
I know. I got you some bestie sauce.
Cool.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about.
Trent says, I'm going to fight to keep them in prison. Absolutely. Hello, Melissa.
So, Madison, what
So where is
questions about
everybody
Casey?
watching from? Just curious, like what state? How far? I wonder what's the furthest state we've got.
What question did you have, Madison?
Excuse me.
Just stuff with the tequila. You wouldn't have the hiccups.
Listen, I had milk and cookies, okay? My sugar was low.
Sure, you did.
You know what? You put sugar
It's a
on the
good thing
ribs.
she
with
had
the
them
cookies.
receipts. It's a good thing she had them
There-
receipts.
There's cream liqueur in there. I saw that.
No, there's no Kahlua in it.
That'd be a good
I didn't
idea.
say Kahlua. I just said cream liqueur.
Shippensburg, PA.
Yeah, where is that? Oh, you know what?
That's way down the line.
Yeah, but listen, I saw some yarn that I wanted, and the woman would not mail it to me.
Chocolate peanut butter Oreos. Chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos. I'd rather have
I'm still
the
looking for
peanut
those
butter
more
Oreos, but I couldn't find the Christmas Oreos. You know, with the peppermint little things
If
in
you
them.
saw the video that I saw, you would need Oreos.
Did you tell me you were looking for them? No, you didn't. Because if you told me you were looking for them, I would have had them for you.
Listen, I was looking all this weekend.
I
Couldn't
found
find
them.
them.
How many packages you want? That's a tricky question. I know. I shouldn't have done
I know. So let's see.
Melissa Minor
Pat-
still PA. I'm at the hospital right now with my son. Oh, good
Which
gracious.
one?
girl.
Which one?
Am I going to have a smooth baby delivery? What do you mean by smooth?
I was just gonna say that. What's smooth about a baby delivery?
Smooth meaning you get the epidural or no epidural, because regardless, the baby's coming out. Just so you
No
know that.
complications. There's
She's
no
at the hospital with
complications.
one of her twins.
There's no complications. Baby will be just fine. A while late, but I can
I
see.
see. Okay, so I see that the harder you push, because it's going to feel like it's going to be a lengthy labor. It just feels like that they're going to have more. They might have to give you the inducing drug, only because they need. It's a lot of stress on the baby. But other than that, the baby's going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
They're gonna watch for a failure to progress, and they're gonna
Right.
throw
I
that
feel
out
like
a little bit.
I feel like
and then baby's gonna finally make its way.
bip is going to be a little off. That raises concern.
Yeah.
But baby will be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the
Everything
end, they
will be
all have
just
to
fine.
scream anyways.
Yeah.
Trina says, I know what I was going to originally ask. Now, brain fart. It's okay, Trina. It's okay. I feel as
It
if I'm
happened.
getting pushed to divorce my husband. I am from Georgia. Why do you feel like you're being pushed to divorce your husband, honey? Who's driving that train?
If he's
C-section or
driving it, say
vaginal?
bye-bye.
Okay, listen, Madison, you're going to start vag, okay? But be prepared for a possible C-section. But listen, you have to want it. Don't be taking no pizza breaks or whatever. You have to focus and you have to crack down, okay? And trust me, we all know how painful it is, okay? but you gotta dig deep. You gotta really dig deep and want that baby out, because that's the thing. You have to want it more than you want life itself.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy says, thanks. You were on the spot with my Christmas celebrations. My parents always had the best Christmas presents stacked to the ceiling. I have 8 brothers and sisters. I was hesitant to host 50 plus family members this Christmas, but I dreamt my parents told me to say yes to hosting. So I said yes. Now I need to get my butt into gear and get the house ready. Well, you could always call Bestie because she's pretty good at that. And we can help you out with as many easy recipes as you need.
Yeah, it's
Just
going
saying.
it's going to go over with a bang.
Listen, there's going to be so many new memories made, and it's going to be nothing but a good time. There'll be a couple of tears shed at first until the eggnog gets flowing. And then you're going to remember details that you never thought you could remember. And then other people are going to bring up stuff that you forgot even happened.
Yep.
So it's going to be a good time. It's like and don't worry, Mom and Dad will be there. And your father
that dish does not go anywhere.
Yeah, because I was going to say, your father said, keep an eye on the dish and watch the salt and pepper. So I don't, some may get a little heavy with the hot.
Unless it's, I can see somebody trying to walk out.
Listen, you have one of those policies in your kitchen where people can just help themselves, because I want to say somebody wants to add
Help
something.
themselves.
Don't let them add it. Don't let them add it.
No, because they're going to help themselves, all right.
Yeah.
Marlena,
you want to be alert with your surroundings.
Delete that last comment, like the last thing.
Huh?
This one, Bestie. How's her delivery going to be? What are we talking about?
The baby that's...
I think she's talking about Madison.
The baby that you're in the emergency room right now?
No. I think Madison.
If your baby's having a baby, we have bigger issues. Then how's the delivery at this point?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think Madison is Marlena's daughter-in-law.
Okay.
So what was the question
is
about
she
the
in
baby?
full-fledged labor right now?
I don't know.
Okay. My anxiety stays up when he's around and hasn't really been here emotionally for me since Kenny's death and maybe infidelity. Okay, so listen, honey, when there's a loss of a child, and it doesn't matter if it's a 1-year-old, a stillborn, or a 30-year-old, whatever it is, if you have a loss of a child, that's a gut to the relationship. So it's either you blame each other and you can't move past it, or you're not moving through the mourning process and maybe you need counseling to help you through. But who would be pushing you to get a divorce? Is it you want a divorce, or somebody is chomping in your ear saying that, you should get a divorce?
I've seen people,
I see this going on.
I have seen people lose kids.
And they get divorced.
And because it's such a traumatic event,
of which this one most definitely was.
This one will blame this one. This one will blame that one. And it's the blame game that is to fault. If you love each other enough, you can get through it if you want to get through it. But by you feeling you're forced to get a divorce, you're never forced to do anything that you don't want to do. That's God's will. You're never forced to do anything you want to do. And that Lord up there will never give you more pain than what you can handle.
My mother's chiming in, of course. You don't have to do anything you want to do. Okay, so one child has a very big head. And I said, I think I changed my mind. My mother goes, yeah. And I go, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And she looked at me and she goes, well, it's a little late for that. I said, you told me I could always change my mind. And she goes, I can crack you where the good Lord split you, but that baby's coming out.
Yep.
You choose. I'm like, okay. Okay.
But don't let
Focus.
the negativity
Right.
and the hurt you
Excuse
more.
me. She said
Because
it isn't his son. I am in. Okay, so she's seeing a psychiatrist and a counselor. Listen,
Good.
honey, I
Good.
wouldn't rush into anything. You don't rush
Give
into
it
marriage. You certainly don't rush
give
into
it time.
divorce.
How long has this been? How long has it been? Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean,
No, how long, serious, how long has it been since he passed?
Trina, what has it been, like 3 years, 4 years? I'm basing it on the when it aired, but
Well, it's because the reason I'm saying this, asking this, is if it's taken this long for him to decide that he wants out of a marriage or out of a relationship, that's on him. That's not on
right.
you.
And she just said, I don't think I really ever loved him. Well, then that's a whole different issue.
Then
Life is too short to be miserable, people. Okay,
Trina, you know
find
the
something that makes you
answer
happy.
yourself. Yeah, you
Be
know the answer.
57 months on the 16th.
Okay, so
3 years, right?
He's waited all this time. He's already had it in his head that he wants out of the relationship.
Yeah.
I say,
Listen,
sorry.
there's nothing better. Did I tell you that Bestie does party planning? Let us know when you want the divorce party planned. We'll all be there.
The other thing is if he wants out, let him go. Why do you want
to hold on to something that doesn't want to be there?
Exactly.
Why do you, exactly. I wouldn't want to go to a party where I'm not wanted, but why would you want to keep something that doesn't want you? Like, peace out. Don't
the cards I have are showing that this marriage ended a while ago. This marriage is over. And the thing is she's looking for stability, and it's going to require, it may end up being a move.
You will see once you kick him to the curb. Okay, you will see. It will take some time. It's going to be like mourning all over again, and not because you miss him, just mourning the whole process of it. But you're going to come out better on the other side, and then for the first time in a long time, you're going to be at peace with yourself and happy. But love you, Shelby. Happy holidays, honey. If I don't see you again.
She's got to make the move. He's not going to do it. He doesn't have the balls.
Listen, because he doesn't want to do it, because then he can always point and say, well, it was her.
She needs to just do it.
It's that passive narcissistic behavior that you just want to go, how old are you? Come on now. Be a man.
Well, basically what it's showing is she's going to have to make the move. And it's going to provide immediate stability. And she's got some sort of a best friend or a best girlfriend that is going to be that stability.
Linda says, I want out, but I have to wait till his illness hits. Listen, you can't live your life on eggs and chickens that haven't hatched. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I saying do anything rash? No, I'm saying in your head, already start living the life you want. And then it's like a test drive to see, okay, can I do this? Do more stuff for on your own. You can live in the same house, God willing, and hopefully not have to rock the prison orange. First thing, separate bedrooms. Baby steps. If that's what he needs to get a clue, baby steps. Okay, guess what? You get the guest room. That's now yours. Start splitting the bills down the middle. Get yourself your own bank account, which I recommend anyways, because it saves a lot of arguments. If you have an account and then there's a mutual account that you put into every month, then you don't have to have that money fight. You just don't have to have it.
I'm
says,
still
Tina
waiting
says,
on.
scared, never been by myself. I gave him an ultimatum, pick his drugs or me, and he said he wouldn't give it up. Well, it sounds to me that he needs to hit the road.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah,
It's
there-
time.
she-
It's time to say
Trina,
bye-bye.
this is, you know me. I'm not even blowing smoke. I will be there for you if you need to talk, no matter what the hour is. Message me. I'm always here to listen. Always. Always.
You're never alone. Like I said earlier.
But if
none
you're
of
just
you are ever
venting and
alone.
you don't want anything done, then clearly say it in the beginning of the conversation. I'm just venting, because otherwise I might have to look for a backhoe.
Yep. No, you.
My friend says he's gaslighting. Oh, yeah, because he's a narcissist. That's what he does. He's doing that passive narcissist thing. I can't. He's abusive and no money. He's controlling. Yeah. So you both.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. See you
Life is way
later.
too short. Don't you just want to roll over in your own bed and just be like, oh my God, it's just my puppies and my kitties. Oh my God, this is so cool. I got a good night's sleep.
Yep.
And stress will kill you because it affects your eating. You don't want to have an ulcer. It's not worth it.
You don't need that
The
stress.
count is
Say-
only in my
say
name. Well,
goodbye.
then listen, then
You
make
have
sure all the
enough.
bills are in your name. And then
You have enough going on in your life.
bye-bye.
You don't need the added stress.
Exactly.
Kick his sorry
It's
ass out the door.
complicated. He's closer to my granddaughter more than his grandkids. Oh, I bet, because it's easier. And the fact that he's closer to your granddaughter,
I'd be concerned.
yeah. You know what I'm saying, Trina? You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you never leave alone in a room with a narcissist like that: money and children.
And you know, if he really wants a relationship with her, then he needs to get his act together for her.
I don't know where it is that this happened, but people got to start knowing their own worth.
Yep.
Just because they do this and they try to take away your self-esteem,
Your
why do you
own
believe
will.
them? Why do you believe them? Because if that's the case, you need to start messaging me on a daily basis like everybody else, because I'll make sure you understand your worth. I know my kids look like they're difficult, but my kids also know their worth, and any employer that's hired my kids also know my kids' worth, because my
What I
kids make
always
clear
tell-
I know what I'm worth.
What I tell my kids and what I tell my friends is that when you're feeling down and you feel like you're not worth anything, take a couple of notes, sticky notes, put them on your mirror. I am beautiful. I am worth it. I am more. Put them on your mirror.
Listen,
right where you're
you're
going to see
enough.
it first thing in the morning. You are enough.
They're not
You're
enough,
all enough.
but you're enough. And you're pretty darn special, because you wouldn't have been making it this far in the world with or without them.
Yeah.
So you don't need them to tie your shoes. You don't need them to tell you what you're thinking.
You don't
You're a
need them to
good
hold your
person
hand.
on
Tell
your
them to
own.
tell
Did
them.
you ever think maybe they're the ones holding you back? Put them where they belong, in the rearview mirror, because you're moving on with your life.
Yeah, sweetie, I'm telling you, tell him goodbye. Get him out. You don't need it. If he
No.
wants his divorce, here, I'll sign the
Listen, if
papers.
he's just waiting for permission from you or waiting for you to make the decision, then make the decision. Have somebody there, though, that can witness it.
Yeah, have
And then
somebody
tell him,
beside you.
Get your stuff and get out now. Don't wait.
Or
I don't
when
want
he
to
when he leaves the house, just
Lock
pack
the
his
change
stuff
locks.
and put it on the front lawn. Yeah. Been there, done that.
Oh, put it in a trash bag, because you don't want to end up on Judge Judy.
Right?
She yelled at somebody for getting their clothes wet or whatever.
I just toss it out in the yard, whatever.
I told my family I know the real him and that he has everyone food. Yeah, because they drank the Kool-Aid. But guess what?
Yeah.
Just because you're not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore doesn't make you cuckoo. It just means that you've seen through the bullshit.
You can gather more with honey than you can with lemons.
Right. Exactly. And listen,
Sorry,
you know the
you
best
just
way
need-
to fight with them? Don't raise your voice. Be very calm.
Don't fight with them. Don't argue with them.
Listen,
Let them have
listen.
the last word.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let them have the last word. Just be like, okay. The best word in the entire dictionary. Okay. Because where are they going to go with that?
or whatever.
Right. Yep. Oh no, the whatever one
Whatever.
could get that whatever term can get somebody killed with a frying pan. I'm just saying. I heard. I know
Just
a friend.
let them go, dear. Let them go. You're worth more
Carmela
than
says,
him.
"Hi, my friend Lisa." She hears Lisa and she's going back.
All right.
Hello, Carmela. Who's a good girl? Who's a good doggy? Who's a good girl? All right. Let's see. Anybody have some premonitions for this year, this coming year, either by the year's end or the new year? Listen, I don't like doing the death list because it seems kind of morbid, but you know which ones are that our rock genre is going to take a serious hit.
We talked about it. Remember?
Yep. Mm.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, so we have new grandbabies, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Tanya, yours is a male. Bonnie, yours is a male.
Yep. There's a
They're
lot of
both going
boys
to have
being born.
abilities.
They're both. There's a lot of boys
Yeah,
born.
but like some years I'll say there's more girls. Some say I'll say there's more twins. This and that.
Yep.
It seemed like the girls the last year and a half all had abilities who were overachievers, very smart, really smart. It feels like these boys are going to have abilities. Whatever their path in life is, things come a little easy.
Yep.
But they also have a sixth sense.
Yep. My granddaughter does.
Particularly these two babies, these two boys that were just born. There's going to be something about them that everybody says, like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like he's an old soul because he is. Now you got to find out who.
Yeah.
Well, we already know one in one case.
Well,
Yeah. Osiris
I know-
is
Let's
definitely
get my
I know
sticks
that-
up and do it. That's right, Trina. And if you need a daily dose of positivity, we'll be here for it, honey. Okay.
We'll do the
But you-
positivity train anytime.
Yeah, we love you, honey. We love you.
And we don't like to see, like I
don't like
personally
bullies.
do not like to see anybody, especially somebody younger that's got their whole life ahead of them, bullied into thinking that they are not worth anything. Don't let it happen to you. You
Trauma.
women are all worth
Right.
more than what you're
Trauma
putting
we go
yourself to.
through in our younger years, if we don't confront it, sort the shit out, air it out, comes back at us in adulthood. So this is why it's important that when we are with our grandbabies, boys or girls, whatever, you make sure that they know their worth. You make sure they know what real love is. And you teach them that they don't have to tolerate somebody's talking bad about them or talking down to them or making them feel less than they are, because
They don't
they're
have to put up with it.
they're enough.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you wouldn't stand by and let it happen to somebody that would hurt an animal, etc. You don't stand by and let somebody else do that. By not speaking up sometimes, I think they take that as consent.
Yep.
But also you need to realize that when we don't correct somebody doing that, the children that are there that are witnessing this are learning this behavior, that's okay to treat how I should treat my girlfriend
They
or
pay
my,
for it later.
and that's not the case. That is so not the case.
Children
Because
pay
in
for
those
it.
situations,
Children
then you
pay
need
for the
grandma,
adults.
and grandma handles it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? So let them know their worth and tell them that just because they're not that person's cup of tea, like you've heard me say it a million times, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
So I got a question for Bonnie and Tanya. Do you guys see anything good coming for me and my husband?
Mm-hmm.
I told you got the good times rolling thing going, so there's a lot of good stuff coming. Well, what's that word you need to know, Bestie?
To me, that house has, I feel, good energy coming from that house. You're going to prosper. you're going to get things that you want. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you're going to get things you want.
But Bonnie, would you say that she needs to use that word no?
Yes, most definitely.
Mm.
Most
We all need to
definitely.
learn that. We all need to learn to say no.
Yeah, you're going to be
No,
you're
no
gonna be
good
busy.
deed. No good deed goes unpunished or tortured and tormented. Just saying.
You're going to be busy, Christine. You need to prioritize, and you might
Yeah.
have to decide between a few things what's more important as far as all the things you do. And I
I
think
don't do anything.
something's going to have to give in order for you to be happier.
Joe Augustine says, "Yeah, no is my favorite word." Let me put it this way,
Yeah.
and everybody in the comment section, listen. For those people that their emergencies become our emergencies, but our emergencies are never their emergencies, take a
Tracy and
mental
Marlena,
note,
shut your mouths.
write it in a book, because you need to start putting your foot down, because you're no longer giving them a hand up. You're an automatic hand out, and that's what they're expecting you. So they're passing the buck for you to do all the work. It's okay to say no. And I'll teach you this. I'd love to help you, but unfortunately, I just can't right now.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Take.
I'll show you which rock.
You, Chris, you, and all the women, or if there's guys on here, take a piece of paper. Take a pen and a piece of paper. Write down your life's ambitions. What it is you want out of life. Then I want you to, below that, write all the pros and cons. And you'll find that the pros outweigh the cons for your life's ambitions.
Well,
So I was just thinking of
Tanya-
going to their house.
Tanya is correct. I am going to be
Shit-ass
insanely
busy.
busy because, tax season starts on January 2nd. And I have nobody to help me in my office. So I will be working 7 days a week.
Yeah,
I
but
want
that's
you
not
to
your
take
fault. That's your
paper.
boss's fault.
Yeah, take paper and write down your life's ambitions.
Okay.
Because if you write down your life's ambitions and then your pros and cons to get there,
Listen, do it on a sticky pad. You know
You
why? 'Cause
will-
you can put it all over your bathroom mirror.
exactly,
You look
you're
at.
going to see the path to which you are supposed to go. If you do that, it's like a dream. You have a dream. Well, write down that dream. If you remember it in the morning, write it out. What that dream was. And if you have that dream 3 nights in a row, guess what? It's going to happen. So by putting your life's ambitions, what it is you want out of life on a piece of paper, you're putting it out there. You're giving it to the universe to say, okay, what direction do you want to go in? Well, the pros of going this way are this. The cons of going this way are this. So which way do you want to go? Do you want to go the good route and stumble, but you're going the good route? Or do you want to go, I can't do this. No, that's not for me. I cannot do that. I am petrified to do that. I'm scared to step out the door.
Everything's
If you're
scary,
scared
though.
to take that one step, you're never going to take another step.
But it's
So
the
take
first
that
step
first
that's
step.
always the hardest.
Yep.
But guess what? Believe in yourself,
Yep.
because nobody can get you your happiness but you. And if you
Exactly.
can't love yourself, how can you expect somebody else to love you?
Yep.
Now in the
You
comments,
have
it
to
says,
love you
put that
first.
crooked finger away, bestie. Marlena says, yes.
I do need to learn the word no.
Okay. Trent says, I tell people not to worry about what others think. The Lord gives us all the same. Kathy says, I really don't know Bonnie and Tanya, but when I first clicked on here, my first thought was Bestie and Lisa look happy and healthy. I love you, Kathy. You're so
I
happy.
am happy.
Trina
I'm
says,
just
that's
extremely
me.
tired.
People ask me for everything because I can't say no, and that's the same way Kenny was right. But if you help them out and if you're making less than everybody else and you still have money to lend them, but they can't remember to pay you back,
Quit
never ever
lending
lend
it.
them money again. Never ever lend them money
I
again.
said the Bank of Mom is closed
Yeah.
because, like, how are you supposed to make a living, live your life the way you want when you're giving?
Right.
Quit just giving.
If you did that with your car and you never shut your car off, how long do you think your car would last? It wouldn't. You have to
Exactly.
shut it off to get gas. You have to shut it off to let the engine cool. It's the same thing. There's a shut off switch for a reason. But I'll tell you this, if you say no and you hold to it, I don't care how much you bite your tongue, hold to the word no, you'll see that you won't be their first answer is like, oh, I'll just go to so-and-so and get it.
Yeah.
Because I ain't your bank.
Because you're not giving into it. And if you don't give into it, then it's going to stop.
Joe Augustine says, I never dream or remember them. That's because you have abilities, Joe. It's different for those of us that have abilities. Kathy Newman says, power of attraction. I believe in it for sure.
Yep.
Trina says, my major con is that only money I have coming is on disability, which is hard. But you know what, Trina? They do allow you to have roommates.
Yep.
And I bet you a roommate that you filter and you choose yourself is going to be a hell of a lot better than the roommate you got right now.
As soon as you turn to him and go, you're going to feel so much better.
You don't want to be here and I don't want you here.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
You're going to feel a sense of relief. Like you're going to hurt for a while. You're going to hurt it no matter what. You're going to hurt because it's a relationship that's gone south.
But Trina, you said that he's choosing the drugs over you.
That's not a relationship, honey.
That's using. That's not in using. That's not even. You're not even a thought in his head other than, well, that's my means to the end. How much money are you going to save when he's gone?
He's got more of a relationship with his drugs than he does with you.
He's got a deep relationship with his dealer.
Yep.
If the dealer was sick, he'd go see if the dealer's okay. If you're sick, I'm not sure he would even check on you, honey.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I really am.
And if you need that one person to be the one that checks in on you, we can do that. We can do that.
But
because you matter to us, and the world's not going to be the same without you. But no one's going to even go looking for him.
Hopefully that helps you, Trina.
All right, guys. Bonnie, Tanya, stay on. We are going to end this. It is 10 to 11 right now.
Okay, I'm going to choose 3 cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 cards. And Tanya is going to choose 3 cards.
She's like, oh, I thought I was getting out of this. No, you're not.
Right. So choose 1, 2, or 3. Put them in the comments. We'll go with Lisa's 1 and then Tanya's 1 and go like that.
I want to know, ladies, are you getting any good vibes from me? Like, I just want to know, like, anything else coming my way?
Mm-hmm. Another grandbaby.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you got good fortune coming.
I wasn't gonna tell her, Tanya.
Sorry. I'll shut up now.
Does that mean the one I have will be a sister?
Maybe.
Or is it gonna be the other one?
Maybe not the other one.
I'm just saying. I just want you all to know that my older son and his husband came over for Thanksgiving and they brought me yarn. And my husband goes, what'd you do that for? I go, wait, who's the yarn for? And they're like, for you. And I'm like, and Karen goes, great. I can hear it now. I'm like, yeah, I love you. And I know for a fact that the grandbaby's mine because her first words were swear. I love it. And we got it recorded. I didn't mix the peas with
Right.
the mashed potatoes.
We have
Up
2,
again.
1, 3, 3, 3. I'm choosing 2.
I'm choosing 2 too. Wasn't that
What are
sweet
you
of them?
choosing, Bonnie?
1, 2, or 3, girl. 2?
2.
Yeah.
Tanya, what are you
Chose it
choosing?
tonight.
3.
3.
So choose a card, put it in the comments, and this is we're gonna read them. Okay. So I'm
All right,
going with
Bestie 1. Go
card
with number
1.
1.
If you chose 1, this is what you're getting. Time to rest and take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So don't rush into anything. Take a moment, feel it out. Some of you that alone in itself is listen, and I'm one of those ones I can never make up my mind either, but I'm telling you, meditation and sitting and like letting it marinate on your brain will make the difference.
Tanya 1.
There's balance, balance and creativity, which is going to make, there's money. There's money coming forward, but it's going to be based on a work passion or a creativity passion. So money's coming in.
Oh, and Ashley said, hey, that's a cool blanket, Mom.
Well, I know. Yeah, I've had them for a while.
All right, Bestie, number 2.
Okay, this is the card that I chose.
Yep, me too.
Everybody ready for 2? The Sun card. Happy outcome. Brilliant new. Oh my God, really? Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. I think we already covered that. So, Joe Rowe, I have met an amazing woman. She and I have connected on so many levels that I have never experienced with another. She has changed my life in so many ways. I love her and she knows it. She loves me and I know it. Do you have anything to share about our relationship?
It's a spiritual relationship.
Yeah, it's not
Very
just
spiritual.
there's many layers to this, which means that the foundation is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that helps you, Joe.
And I know who he's talking about, too.
Yeah, because she looks like a tomato right now.
Yep.
Okay, card number 2. What you
Card
got?
number 2, Tanya.
Again with
High five, Joe. That was good. High five.
that was pretty slick, and it only took him all night.
Woo woo.
There's going to be a little bit of instability and struggle that's going to lead to problem solving. There has to be problem solving that's going to bring harmony, and again with creativity, it's coming in. But if they don't look at this, it's going to there's stagnation that's coming. So the only way to avoid that is to step into that creative side,
Keep
because
the
that's
wheel
where
moving.
it's gonna. Yeah,
What's stagnation mean? Sorry.
just
Stagnant.
It's like,
Stagnant.
stand still. Yeah, you just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I had to ask.
Yeah, it's stagnant.
See, when people give you readings, right, and you don't understand, it's okay to ask questions.
yes, yeah,
so basically, Tanya, your card goes in with Lisa's card,
Yep.
yeah.
pretty much.
Okay.
The second.
Yeah, they
Right.
And there's no way she can't see what cards I have. She can't see what number they are. So
We can't see her, so.
Right, and I'm not reading from tarot. I'm reading from cartomancy, from deck of cards. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
wherever your insight's coming from, it's on point.
All right, card 3.
Okay. I get my bank. Yeah, I'm stagnant right now with my marriage. No, honey, it can't be stagnant. It's just it's decomp of a marriage. It's okay. Just kick it to the curb. Take it out with the trash. Okay, card number 3. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Wow, you're on trouble then.
That almost ties in with number 2.
Yeah, because I was
Right.
going to say it sort of
Right.
goes like hand in hand.
Yeah.
Well, I had picked 3, and I know that, I've been talking about some, because Joe used to clog back in the day too. Remember I talked to you about clogging? Yeah. His dad owned a studio for a long time, and he was in Arizona when I was in Utah. So
Clogging is what, Irish?
No, it's
the best way,
hillbilly step
yeah,
dancing.
it's
Hillbilly
the
step
best
dancing.
way I can describe it is like a country form of tap, but it was started as Appalachian Flatfoot.
You
Back
have
in
to
the
watch
50s.
some of the videos of it on YouTube. It is phenomenal, and they make it look easy, but I assure you, it's not.
Yeah. Well, Joe and I talked about potentially starting a team. Um, we have a lot of material.
Creative.
That's
I
awesome.
know there's that creative thing again.
All right, card number
I
3,
think you
Tanya.
need to go visit her. We'll get a little barbecue going so we can see it. So
Yeah.
Trina says they all kind of go together.
Yeah,
Tracy
they're all-
says that's the card I picked was number 3. It's sort of like 2 is sort of like the start of it and the finish of it, and 3 sort of like part of the journey that you're going to experience is what I'm getting.
Yeah, and see, that's what I have in these. It's part of the journey. There's the journey card here. And it's also talking a little bit about, love is going to come in for some people. Love life's coming in, new beginnings in love life and whatnot, or a passion, within that, going back to creativity again. There's a passion that's going with all of this, but you have to make that move. You have to be willing to do it and step into that creative side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fear is our worst enemy. And
Fear can paralyze you if you don't challenge it.
Self fear is one of the worst. If you can close your eyes and just picture yourself with your best friend, walk through a door, just a door. If your friend is a good friend, they'll help you walk through that door. Without hesitation, you'll make it through that door. If you are too scared to take that step, even though your best friend's on the other end of that door, guess what? You're not ever going to. That hand's going to reach through, and they're going to help pull you through that door. That's what true friends do. That's what true relationships do, is they help you overcome that fear.
People always say to me, how can you say that you love somebody? Because I do, and I care about them. Why do I have to wait till they're gone? I take the opportunity when it's in front of you.
Yeah.
Take the opportunity.
Love has been talked about with this, with this relationship and whatever. My problem is, I guess what I'm stuck on is that how to, just like anybody else. I mean, obviously Jeff passed away and whatever. How am I supposed to do that without feeling guilt, I guess?
Yep. And that's a true emotion, though.
It's okay to feel guilty, but at the same time is he sent him to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. And, I'll tell you what, this man's got a lot of patience. Because I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm not saying I don't know. I'm like, yeah.
Joe said love can be evil also. It's true.
Yep.
If it's the wrong kind of love and you drank too much of the Kool-Aid, yeah, it can be evil.
Well, love is blind.
Trent is like, oh my God, I need friends. I felt true love when I had my kids. Never felt that way again. Well, you have friends right here.
Yep. And you'll never know more true love than you do with A, your own children, and B, with a grandbaby.
But understand that you could have more than one child. You're going to have a different relationship with each child. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. I would rather have an individual or cater to that child and with the relationship we have. I don't want everybody to be the same.
Yep.
It's
If
be
everybody was the
yourself, love
same, life
yourself.
would be boring.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be boring if we weren't our own beings.
It's taken me this long to get comfortable in the skin I'm in. And so now, like, I don't even when the doctors say this and that, I'm like, you didn't come from the spot that I did. You didn't walk in my shoes, so you can't say that. Now that you have the information, what are you going to say? And they're like, nothing. You look great. I'm like, thank you. Have a good day.
It took me 64 years to learn that, you know what? Kiss my ass.
Right.
Just-
Again, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of tea.
Exactly.
I think we all need T-shirts that say, I'm not for everyone.
Yep. If you
But
don't
I'm
like
okay.
me, if you don't like me, don't look at me. Plain and simple. Don't come near me. If you don't like
we
me,
don't,
I don't want to
you
hear
don't
it.
you don't have to be friends with everybody.
No,
And it's okay that you don't
it's
have
called life.
65 people in your friend circle. Yeah, I know. I don't have a very large one. But you know what? They've earned their spot.
Yep.
Because it's not what they say when I'm there. It's what they continue to say when I'm not there.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we know.
You got 65 people in your friends.
I wish I knew. Tanya, I don't think I know 10.
Right.
I've got a lot of acquaintances.
This
All right,
is
guys.
how my invite list goes. Chris and John. Okay, I put Chris and John, and my kids are like, that's it. I'm like,
For now.
yeah, I got
Yep.
Chris and John. That's 2 people. 2
I
people
do my
more than
friends.
I normally would invite.
I
don't
do
even
my
know
friends
me.
list. My friends list like Bonnie and dog.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And if they said, well, who would you invite to, like, you know, in a paranormal investigation or a big party, whatever? I'm like, oh, all my paranormal friends, like, that makes no sense. No, it does.
Mm-hmm.
We are the weirdos, and we're okay with that.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
Good night,
guys.
Pat.
I don't care who likes me and who doesn't. I'm me, and if you like me, fine. If you don't, whatever.
Listen, peanut butter today, oatmeal tomorrow. It's all the same in the end.
It
Yeah.
all comes out the same.
You have to be content and happy with yourself. If you can't look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, bitch, you good looking today and you're on point.
And you
What's the
got to
point?
remember that we all bleed the same.
Yep. Yeah.
No matter how you look at it,
Some
we all
bleed
bleed the
faster
same.
than others, though, Bonnie. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, I'm a bleeder. What the heck?
I'm a bleeder too, but
All right, guys. We're gonna go. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Hopefully, you'll
Part
be
of
back
got
in
some
space.
answers that you
solution,
wanted.
not the problem. Pay positivity forward, and we love you guys. If you need us, other than paranormal stuff, you need us. Message us. We do message back.
Yeah,
Honest
we're
to
here.
God, we do.
Yes. Bonnie and Tanya, don't hang up.
Oh, okay.
She was gonna hang up.
I know. I'm like,
Man, couldn't wait to get on. Now you can't wait to get off. What the hell do we do to you?
All right. Good night, everybody. Hold on.